Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel where I talk about everything Harry Potter related. Today is technically something Harry Potter related, but it is more theme park related. We're going ahead and actually doing our very first story time video. We just finished doing a frozen butterbeer DIY video. So we want to go ahead and just talk about a cool little story that we have to talk about, because actually a lot of people were asking about this. She has no idea what we're even going to talk about right now, because I wanted to get her first impression on camera about the first time we went to Hagrids. We went, you know, to drive. We drove over there. We woke up at 4, like that.
That was crazy. We literally planned it, I think, last minute as soon as we found out.
Yeah, we basically knew that the park or the ride was opening on a Wednesday. Obviously, we can't go in the middle of the week because we all work. So we waited until that Saturday to go, and let me tell you, it was the craziest experience I've probably ever done for a park. We showed up. Actually, I woke everyone up by like 4 o'clock. We were out the door by 5:30. We showed up to the entrance of Universal. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Universal in Orlando, but as soon as you show up to the parking garage, there's this big thing that says "Welcome to Universal," and there's typically a lot of cars going in, or they're waiting to get in and stuff like that. Well, this time we were so early that there was probably like 1 or 2 workers there at the time, and they actually told us to go back because it wasn't even open. The garage wasn't open.
Yeah.
So what we did was we actually went all the way up to the garage, and instead of doing a U-turn, I actually raced all the way to the front with the disabled people, or the accessibility people. Yeah. Park. So we parked really close to the park, and then I basically decided that me and my dad would stay and wait until the park was officially open. I actually let go of my mom, my sister, and you all three, you guys left.
Yeah, and basically we were hiding in the bathroom until 6:30. The bathroom's where the security checkpoint is, and we were just waiting there. And then, I mean, they really couldn't tell us anything because we technically were using the restroom, and that was their excuse if they were gonna say anything.
How long did you take?
It was like, babe, it was like, I think 30 minutes that we waited, because we got there at 6 o'clock, and the checkpoint, the security people didn't like start letting people in until 6:30. It wasn't that bad, and it went by pretty fast. And then didn't you guys get lost? You went on the turnpike instead of like
instead of doing a U-turn, we had turned the wrong way, and we ended up on a highway. And
it took even longer for them to get.
So yeah, we showed up, and we parked, and we ran all the way to. We passed the security checkpoint. We passed City Walk, and we're finally there. By the way, how was your experience as soon as you showed up to the thing? Which you got there pretty quickly because it opened at 6:30.
Well, yeah, we got there pretty quickly. I saw other people there as well, and they were making a run for it. So by the time that we got to Islands of Adventure, there was like a couple 10 people already waiting in line. So
yeah, it was pretty crazy.
We made some conversation with people that were there, that they said that they were there since the opening, which was like Thursday. No, not that they were there since the opening, but
Wednesday.
But they were there when it was basically the park first opened.
It was the third time basically going in at 6 o'clock and waiting until 8 o'clock for the park to actually officially open. Actually, it was in Islands of Adventure, so they actually opened at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we were fortunate enough to actually be let into the park early. So we were there. We actually took more time waiting for the damn thing to open, for like the park to open, than actually riding the ride itself. We basically, like, as soon as the doors opened, it was
very organized.
Oh yeah, the first day was different.
There was security there. There were like checkpoints where they would tell you to wait, and they would tell you no running. And as soon as we got to the actual ride, it was literally a walk, and it was like no less than 5 minute walk. When the ride is like, when we got into the ride.
Nah, I mean, we kept stopping everywhere.
It was like a 10-minute walk from the opening of the park to Hogsmeade, from the entrance of the park, and then
yeah, but it wasn't
like 5 minutes.
It wasn't a straight walk-in all the way, because we had to go through the back of, like, you remember when we went to the studios and we saw like workers through the back
Oh,
lots.
that's right, yeah.
So we didn't go directly over there.
That's
we
right.
actually walked. We went through Dr. Seuss Landing. We went behind the Forbidden Journey or whatever the heck it was called. The thing with Zeus and all the Greek gods.
Yeah,
we went through the back of that whole thing, through like some lots where basically everyone was working behind the scenes. We waited there. We finally got out through the entrance of Hogsmeade, where you see the big arch, and we were told to put our bags in the lockers and stuff like that.
Thankfully, we didn't really have much. I think we sent you. We gave you all our things, and you went.
Yeah, there wasn't any metal detectors or
You
anything
didn't
like that.
like skip or anything, or didn't go to back of line. It was very easy.
But we probably waited in total. We got there at 6:30. The park opened probably at like 8 on the dot.
But we woke up at 4:30, left at 5.
We got there probably like 5:40. So that's why the lady told us to go back. We were there in the front of the line. We were in the front of the line at 6:30, and we waited till 8 o'clock or 8:30, something like that, because we were let in earlier for the ride itself. We actually were let in so early that there were still people like walking around getting to their jobs, the job locations. And we were basically, anyone who would go or who was in that line was not able to go to any other part of the park. It was just directly to Hagrids. For obvious reasons, everyone's there for Hagrids. And then how's the second time now?
That was our first time. The second time was so crazy. It was very disorganized. There was little kids being dragged by their parents. There was like people falling, stumbling. Like people in the back of the line were complaining that they got cuts and bruises and all that. And it's just insanity.
A guy definitely cut his hands off.
And I was crippled. Remember? That's when I had the accident. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't walk.
I remember,
and
then
I had a limp.
Yeah, because they actually entered. It was her and my sister that entered earlier than me, and I just told them to go. Yeah, I told them to just go without me, and I'll catch up. And then she was like, "Oh, I'm over here, and she's like, "Oh, they're all running, but I can't run." Real quick before I end this video, I want to go ahead and tell you guys that we will be going to Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios June 4th for our early entry to the parks. We're gonna go ahead and talk about everything that's going on in the parks for the first time since they're actually reopening on the 5th. So they're reopening the park June 5th for general admission. They're opening it for us June 3rd and 4th. So we shall be there June 4th and 5th.
We'll be recording the whole process and seeing how it is and all the new things that they changed. Do you think that the Born Journey thing is going to be open?
No, because it's a show. I definitely want to go ahead and see basically everything that they're going to do when it comes to the theme park and basically like the whole system of how you're going to ride a ride, how you're going to get inside.
Skip.
In Ollivanders alone is like this tiny little circle and everything is crowded. In Diagon Alley, everything is super crowded. Anything aside from that, we always go to the horror makeup show. Obviously that thing is probably gonna be closed. But yeah, I just want to go ahead and share that with you guys because the first time riding Hagrids was definitely. What do you rate Hagrids like Motorbike Adventure like as a ride?
I really like it. Honestly, like hands down.
Like you think it's
9 out of 10 because my favorite is the Mummy and that's for sure like a 10 out of 10.
Do you consider like the best ride that Islands of Adventure has at the moment?
It really just depends. Yes, but it really, in my opinion, it really just depends what you're into because the Hulk is pretty good too. It's like an intense ride, but you know, it really depends what you're into.
Yeah, I remember being a child and like I was lost and I rode the Hulk 8 times and in my childish brain I was thinking, oh, maybe if I ride it like enough, like I could see them like from the sky.
Oh my god.
And I rode it 8 times and the only way my parents found me was because I stumbled on like my cousin as I was basically walking to re-ride the ride for the 9th time. But yeah, that's like the very first story time for you guys. If you guys want to see a lot more of these videos, definitely go ahead and hit a like down below and comment that you want to go ahead and see more. And if you guys are new here, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below because I talk about everything Harry Potter related as well as theme parks and everything going on in the theme parks of Orlando, Florida. So without further ado, I'm out of here and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Cheers.